Hello and welcome to another LEGO review. This is LEGO set 76055 Batman Killer Croc Sewer Smash. Funny, they're not actually in the sewer. I don't know how Batman's gonna drive that giant machine down a sewer, but there you go, that's the name that makes no sense. So this is a part of a few sets that LEGO's brought out that's tried to give us some of the Suicide Squad characters just before the Suicide Squad movie came out when this was released, and also trying to give us a few extra villains. Funny to have Captain Boomerang here, who's a Flash villain, but he's in a Batman set. As always, DC Comics side of things, they feel like they have to jam Batman in every set because apparently to them only Batman sells and no one else does. Anyway, the packaging here is good enough. I like the style a lot more, where you just cut the tape, and so you don't actually damage the box. So for those of people who actually want to keep the boxes of the LEGO sets, that's great. You don't damage the box, and you can get the toy out if you want to. And of course, these boxes also tend to feel a little bit more secure. Anyway, I did get this at Toys R Us for the huge amount of bonuses and free gifts that they were giving away. First of all, Toys R Us was doing a summer deal where if you spend up to 1,000 Hong Kong dollars, they take 200 off. Spend over 600, you get another $100 coupon, so that's 300 off. And you also get some free Lego, including the Toys R Us giraffe, which I've also reviewed and is on this channel already. So anyway, so that's why there's a Toys R Us sticker right there, which is really annoying. There's another Toys R Us sticker right there, which is also really annoying. Stop being annoying, Toys R Us. And on the back here shows you some of the features that you get in this set. Oh, the tail moves, but not too much because you start damaging the tail plastic. There's some stuff that fires out from the bat machine. Captain Boomerang not sort of shooting his boomerangs because they're attached to this handpiece there, so it just pops out. Katana fighting Killer Croc machine doing stuff, Bat vehicle pushing a tank shield up, and of course rapid fire stud shooters. And this the instructions of this set are split into two booklets, with the first booklet ending with the Killer Croc machine done, so the other booklet is building the Bat machine, Bat tank, or whatever you want to call it. So on the back here, of course, advertises the other sets, which I've already filmed and reviewed, so you can check those out if you want to later after this video. And come on, we have like a parts guide here, and of course an advert for Gotham City Breakout, which I have not watched yet, but I do have it. No, of course the parts guide is on 2 pages. There's a lot of parts in here, a lot of different kinds of parts in here. So you can check those out if you want from like something like brick set or something. Just check out the stuff that you get in this set. And you do get a thin comic book thing, which I've already taken a look at in the other videos, and I can do that here. And of course a sticker sheet for Red Hood's bike, the Bat machine, which I do like that they're using the classic Bat logo right there. And some computer screens, including one saying target on Batman pretty much. Tail and Chomp. Starting off with Red Hood's bike, this is an entirely unprinted vehicle, not even on the windows, nothing inside there, not even the little grill pieces are attached to the base body of the bike. Pretty lazy, to be honest. Without the stickers, this is kind of crap. I mean, it's still a nice bike, but I mean, compared to other bikes that they release, in comparison, it's not too special. But hey, still a nice bike on its own, red bike. Sticker details that you saw earlier, the sticker pieces do end up making it look quite nice. As for Killer Croc's machine here, the front mouthpiece can open up and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you can see there's a tiny little wheel piece inside there, so when you move the wheel along, it'll bump these little 2 bumps on the wheel will push the whole mouthpiece up and down. You got these rubber chain link pieces on the top and the bottom there, with these mouth sort of jaw tooth pieces attached to it, so it's relatively soft, but you know, these things are still a little bit pointy, so be a little bit careful. 2 giant wheels here that don't actually touch the surface too much. In fact, you got these tiny wheels that actually do most of the wheeling and make it go smoothly. Don't chomp. You can see it, the chomp is really small. Look how small that is. Who's it gonna eat? It's supposed to go really fast, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. So that's okay. But if you go slow, it's not really gonna chomp too much. So that's back here, the tail piece does move for the most part, but this final tail piece you can't really move at all, so you start bending the plastic, which is what I've done. Silly me. And the Captain Boomerang stand, you plug the boomerang in there, and this thing will pop it off, sort of. And you see it's sort of kind of small and wobbling about. You know, this thing could have been good. This whole build, it looks kind of nice. I mean, yeah, it's exaggerated, it's kind of funny in a way. And, you know, overall, it's still built quite securely. It doesn't fall apart or anything, but the whole thing feels very fragile, even though it's not. It just feels very wobbly. Like, just not really quite put together properly. And from the front, it looks okay, but from the back here, you can sort of see through all the holes and the build of this thing. It's not sort of hidden too well. So, again, all the budget went towards the bat machine, and not much budget was left for this. I kind of wish this was built just a little bit better than how it turned out to be. So yeah, not too keen on this. This looks good from the front, but other than that, it does look a bit crappy on the back, and it just doesn't really do it too much for me. It's a shame, really. And here we are, the main machine of the set. This bat tank thing, if you want to call it a tank, does have these treadmills, which I really hate. These, like, they're good when they're done, but you know, every time you get a set and you see that you have to build one of these, you dread it. You know you dread it. It's really annoying. You got to build piece by piece by piece by piece by piece, and it's mundane. It's just not fun at all. But I don't know. There's a better way of doing this. I have them pre-assembled or something. Just at least maybe have less chunks, like maybe 4 to 5 of these pre-built. Maybe, I don't know. It's just really frustrating building these. So you got the stud shooter thing there, right there, and you rotate down all the studs to shoot out. I'm not going to do that. You know, I do complain having Batman in everything is really annoying, but at least this vehicle actually does look nice. I'll give it that. This is a nicely designed vehicle. It looks nice. It's quite secure, and you know, it does have features if you need where you need it. So you rotate this thing here, if I remember correctly, and this shield will come up, and then you have this bat shield thing in the front there, and if you don't want it, you can just push this back and it, oops, wrong way, oh, it doesn't come back. It just, what was I saying about this being quite nicely done? Come back, come on. I feel like I'm stretching plastic here. Oh, come on. Come on, can I do this with one hand? No? Oh, well, screw you too. So, no, it's it's half nice. You also get this bat area there, which you look inside. Oh, look, that's a lot of space, but Batman's still alone, so only one person can sit in there. Look at the size of this thing. Look, I'm just going to bring Captain Boomerang in here. Look at how small this figure is. Only one seat. You know what? Screw that. This might look nice, but flaws. Does it roll nicely? Kinda. That's the problem with these track things. They don't always quite work. They do look nice, of course that's how a tank's supposed to look, but depending on the surface, they don't like to roll too nicely. So here's a quick look at the back. You get the little fiery stuff and the gears going on. There's a little handlebar there for extra accessory storage if you need to put a batarang there, or a bat blade. Quick look at the bottom here. You can see it's, I don't know. Don't look at it from the bottom. You can see all the builds and stuff. I guess you can easily cover that up by a few extra black plates if you really want to. But it's just one of those things again where they don't quite hide the behind the scenes, the building technique of this vehicle. So I don't know how I feel about this. It definitely looks nice, but there's just something about it that's missing. Take a look at the big figure first before we move on to the minifigs. This is the big fig version of Killer Croc. I'm not sure which version of Killer Croc this is based on. It's obviously not based on the Arkham games because he's not really got an alligator feel to him. His head is still more of a minifigure shape head. It's still round off. And obviously not based on the original smaller Killer Croc because he's not minifigure. So it's a bit of both, bit of everything. Here's Killer Croc, kind of big, kind of small. And I don't know. You know me, I don't care for these big figures too much. It looks more like Abomination, to be honest. Paint these back stripes white and there you go. Abomination or Doomsday if you really want to. Funny enough, the first Doomsday figure will come in the Mighty Macro set. That's just wrong. That's just a bit silly. I mean, this figure's okay, but it doesn't have any toes. Great. You know, Hulk had these toe pieces that were in the original mold, and they made it flat to make it more universal. But they do print toes on some figures when they decide not to give him any. So they're being lazy there. And of course, finally, the head. I still have the problem with these heads because, look, Lego. Or Lego fans. Look, Lego and Lego fans, even if you really, really hate the bootlegs, you really hate the knockoffs and the fake Lego, you have to admit, if the fakes can have a figure where the big figs, where the head has articulation and rotates, what's stopping official Lego from doing it, aside from saving money? And what's cheaper? The bootlegs, of course. There is no excuse for Lego big figs not to have rotating heads. There just isn't. So, as always, these big figures kind of suck. I look forward to the bootlegs copying this figure and adding the articulation for the head there, and it'll be better than what we have here. Here we have the 4 minifigures. We have Katana on the right there, and then Batman, and then Red Hood, and then Captain Boomerang. Now, Katana has, of course, her katana, which is just a single grey piece, nothing unique there. They really could have painted the hilt or something, at least made the sword just a little bit special. This is a katana that holds the souls of anyone she strikes down, so why is it just generic Lego katana? Batman has 2 silver bat blade thingies. Jason Todd here has 2 sort of Uzis or guns, if you want to call it that. And of course, Captain Boomerang has 2 boomerangs, and the boomerang you see on one side here has a stud, and on the back side has a little hole in there to plug on 2 studs, like so. And Batman, of course, it's the same Batman we've got in many of these recent sets. I'm not going to complain about this one because Lego has done 2 different Batman suits in recent sets, so that's okay. It's okay to have a repeating Batman character here because not everyone is going to have all of the sets. Not everyone's going to have repeated Batman characters. So it is useful for a generic bat suit, or for example on Marvel side a generic sort of Spider-Man suit, to be in different sets. Just don't do that too much. You still should have variations of bat suits. So I'm not going to complain here because there were variations of bat suits, so this one's fine. And because we have Red Hood here, which the overall print does look pretty nice and the helmet is pretty good. Overall, this is a very nicely done figure. However, big however, bootlegs are giving us Red Hoods with a alternate head without the mask and hair for just Jason Todd's face. Why can't Lego do that? Why? If I just stick to official Lego, I'm never going to have a Jason Todd with his mask off. Now you can say, yeah, you can get someone else's head or someone else's hair, but that's not the point. Bootlegs gave me those. Why can't Lego give me that too? And finally, we have Captain Boomerang here, who does look pretty good. I do like the boomerangs. I do like you can hold them. Got the stud thing going on. They are, for in terms of Lego design, pretty good. The print is also pretty nice on him, and I do like the hat there too. As of course, Katana's print is also pretty nicely done, and I do like that she does have the 2-toned colored plastic legs. That's pretty nice. So after moving all of their pieces, showing a bit more of the detail, I'm going to talk about her there. And the silver is really nice on her torso, and of course she does have a printed arm with some sort of metal plating shooting there, so that's pretty cool. Captain Boomerang on the other side does not have an alternate face because his hat doesn't quite cover it, and the details on the back are pretty lacking. As for Red Hood, turn him around, and he does have back print on the head, which is nice for him to do, and back jacket print, which is also nice for him to do. Batman, of course, you've seen him in other sets. He's got the face and this very soft cape with the sort of standard back print. And as for Katana, aside from that metal arm print on the side, her back printing is also pretty decent, and she does have an angry face printed there, which is pretty cool. So far, these figures are pretty nice, but more on that later. So how do you feel about this set overall? Well, it is definitely a mixed bag. The Killer Croc vehicle is a bit iffy, and the Bat vehicle does look very nice. The functions are also a bit iffy as well. But let's be honest here, people who want to get this set, collectors who want to get this set for the most part, they want this for Red Hood, they want this for Captain Boomerang Katana. These are the new characters that have not been done before, and some people obviously also want Killer Croc as a big fig. I'm okay, I'm more liking the sort of minifig scale Killer Croc because I like the original animated series, so I prefer that Killer Croc, and in fact I prefer that is a definitive Batman to me, so I prefer all the characters from that, how they look in that series. So Big Killer Croc doesn't do it too much for me, I don't really care. But I do like the Red Hood figure, and I did want Lego to produce a Red Hood figure eventually, and I remember reading The Outsiders, Batman and the Outsiders series, the original Outsiders series, and that did have Katana in it, so I do like Katana, I do like her appearing, so it's nice to have her here as well. But here's the thing, obviously these characters are put in here because the Suicide Squad movie came out around the same time this set, as the other set had Deadshot and Harley Quinn. But of course these figures are still based on their more modern sort of comic book counterparts, and they're not based on the movie. So, sort of a double-edged sword thing. It's nice to have these characters, but these aren't the exact same designs as the most modern version. But if you do like the books, then great, you'll like these characters as well. And you know, you do have an alternative. If you do get the bootlegs, they have bootleg characters that look like how they are in the movies, so that's something. So this is still a pretty hard set to recommend. I've seen people selling these characters individually for not too bad of a price, so if you only want the figures, I'd probably recommend you doing that. Because the overall set is just, it's not that great. It's good for display, not really that good for play or any other purposes. So while the figures in here are quite nice, the set itself isn't. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And again, I blame this partly due to them having to put Batman in every single DC set, and that's just really irritating. So enough Batman sets now. Can we have some DC sets more DC sets that don't have Batman? I don't need another Batmobile. I don't need another Bat tank. I don't need another Bat helicopter. I don't need another Bat plane. I don't need another Bat buggy. I don't need another Bat scuba gear, diving gear. I don't need another Bat jet ski. I want other DC characters, thank you. How about a Hall of Justice set? How about a Satellite set, the Hall of Justice in space? How about the Legion of Doom set, the Doom headquarters, or Swamp Thing set? Those would be nice. Lego.